Have you ever paused to think about the subtle, nearly imperceptible interactions that take place in your romantic relationship? Picture this. You and your partner are sharing a meal, and the conversation flows effortlessly, touching on everything from mundane daily events to future aspirations. Yet, beneath the playful banter and casual exchange, there lies a rich undercurrent of emotions and meanings waiting to be explored. Alan Watts, the profound philosopher and storyteller, often reminded us that reality is not just a series of isolated events. Instead, it flows like a river, ever-changing and interconnected. When we engage in everyday conversations, we might mistakenly believe that what we say and hear is simply part of routine life. But what if these interactions are far more significant than we give them credit for? What if they act as a thin veil, obscuring the deeper currents of authenticity and connection that are essential for meaningful relationships? Consider for a moment how often we dismiss the significance of small gestures, like the way he lightly touches your arm when he wants your attention, or how he chuckles at your inside jokes. Could these seemingly trivial moments actually reveal profound insights into his emotional landscape? It's easy to overlook these details in the hustle and bustle of daily life, yet they may serve as clues to understanding not only your partner, but also the levels of intimacy and trust that exist between you. Let's reflect together. When was the last time you took a moment to delve beneath the surface? Was it when he held the door for you, a simple act easily taken for granted? Or perhaps it was in the way he remembered a fleeting comment you made weeks ago about a book you wanted to read. In these moments, one might wonder, what do these actions say about the deeper connection between you? Our lives are often characterized by a reluctance to peel back the layers of our coexistence. But when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable and recognize the depths that lie beneath, we open the doors to understanding our partner on a whole new level. Reflecting on the words of Alan Watts, we can deliberately choose to observe the dance of life that unfurls before us, recognizing that authenticity is a journey into self-awareness and shared connection. Have you ever stopped to think about what your partner might be feeling when he engages in these moments with you? Each soft chuckle or gentle touch can signal something greater. A desire for connection, a way of saying, "I see you." Imagine a serene lake. The surface may appear placid, but beneath it teems with life. The same can be said for our relationships. The calm exterior can often mask the vibrant emotions flowing below. In our fast-paced world, prioritizing these moments may seem challenging, yet it is essential to take time to engage with them deliberately. Ask yourself, how can I cultivate a deeper awareness of the interactions I share with my partner? Instead of merely going through the motions of everyday life, challenge yourself to remain present. Observe the nuances in moments. Lean into the subtleties of your interactions. As we embark on this journey to uncover the hidden treasures within our partnerships, let's remember that it's not just about finding what's beneath, but also learning how to appreciate the surface, how it illuminates the deeper truths of our connections. Each laugh shared and each story recounted can be the stepping stones to a more profound dialogue of feelings and vulnerabilities. In this exploration of love and connection, let's foster an environment where both you and your partner are free to express yourselves authentically. Each glance, each word exchanged holds the potential to nurture and deepen the bond you share. By embracing and celebrating these seemingly insignificant interactions, you may find that they illuminate the path toward greater intimacy and understanding. So, dear listeners, consider this your invitation to dive deeper. Next time you engage with your partner, allow yourself to become aware of the subtle rhythms of your conversations. Are you ready to discover what lies beneath the surface? Join me as we continue our journey into understanding the small details and their significance in the grander tapestry of love. Stay with us as we explore, are the small details significant in the next segment? As we transition into our next exploration, let's delve into the theme of small details and their astonishing significance in our relationships. Have you ever noticed how the little things, a glance, an inside joke, or even a favorite flavor of ice cream, hold an immense power? These seemingly trivial details often reflect deeper affections and emotional connections that can shape the essence of your relationship. Alan Watts often spoke of the harmonious interplay between the simplistic and the profound, reminding us that every small aspect carries the potential for great meaning. Consider this. When your partner remembers that your favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip, it's not merely a matter of memory. It's a gesture that speaks volumes. It's an indication that he listens to you, that he values your likes, and perhaps most importantly, that he cares enough to remember the nuances that make you uniquely you. Ask yourself, why is this significant? It's because these small details create a tapestry of connection, each thread woven with attention and thoughtfulness. Why do these little moments matter? They serve as reminders that love is often expressed in the quietest gestures. Think about it. Do you cherish it when he shares a moment of your past, recalling a funny story you told during a previous conversation? Or when he surprises you with your favorite snack after a tough day? Such memories aren't just trivial. They are the foundation upon which deeper relational intimacy can flourish. By remembering these details, your partner reveals his emotional engagement with you, painting a portrait of caring that transcends extravagant gestures. Let's reflect. When was the last time you acknowledged these small details in your partner? Were you aware of how these gestures shaped your bond? By highlighting these moments of connection, you create an atmosphere of appreciation and acknowledgement. What if these small acts could be the gateway to a more profound emotional experience for both of you? Imagine the relationship as a garden. Each small detail is like a seed planted with care, nourished by attention, sunlight, and affection. Over time, these seeds grow into the beautiful blooms of understanding and connection. The more you recognize and value these small gestures, the more your garden flourishes. Consider how it feels when your partner remembers to ask about an important meeting you had, or when he recalls a detail you thought was insignificant. It's in these moments that we find the beauty of connection, reflecting the care and emotion intertwined within your partnership. In navigating your relationship, embrace the journey of recognizing these small details. Reflect on what they mean to both of you. For instance, perhaps he remembers to call you during lunch just to check in. This could reveal his desire to maintain a connection throughout the day. Each thoughtful action and shared memory amplifies the emotional fabric tying you together, enriching your relationship with each encounter. As you engage with your partner, stay open to these threads of connection. Allow yourself to explore the emotional significance behind these daily interactions. You might ask yourself, how can I make an effort to be more attentive to the little details in our relationship? This is not merely a question to ponder. It's an invitation to cultivate a practice of awareness that can deepen your bond. It's in the small acts of kindness where love often finds its most profound expression. Remember, dear listeners, love doesn't always have to be loud or ostentatious. Sometimes it's whispered in the quiet moments, encapsulated in the simplest of gestures. By acknowledging and celebrating these small details, you may just find that they hold the key to a richer, more meaningful connection with your partner. As we continue on this journey, I encourage you to remain open to recognizing the beauty in these seemingly insignificant interactions. Let's expand this understanding as we delve deeper into our exploration next. What does protectiveness reveal? Stay with us as we unfold more about the intricate nuances of our relational experiences. As we delve into our next theme, it's time to turn our attention to a quality that often emerges as a beacon of care in relationships: protectiveness. Have you ever noticed a moment when your partner steps in, looking out for your well-being? Perhaps he stood up for you in a discussion, made sure you were comfortable in a crowded room, or perhaps even rearranged plans to ensure you could have a night of rest. These actions, rooted in protectiveness, reveal much more than mere instinct. They reflect a deeper emotional investment in your shared journey. When Alan Watts invites us to appreciate the interconnectedness of life, emphasizing that our relationships are not separate entities, but rather extensions of our internal landscapes. When he shows protectiveness, it's as if he's offering a glimpse into the emotional depths beneath the surface, an affirmation of his commitment to your happiness and safety. Ask yourself, what does it mean when he goes out of his way to ensure you feel safe or valued? Often, these gestures speak to a profound sense of affection and connection. Consider the sturdy tree swaying in the wind, its branches bending with each gust, yet its roots remain firmly grounded in the earth. Similarly, when your partner acts protectively, he may be flexibly responding to life's challenges while simultaneously maintaining a steadfast commitment to you. Protectiveness acknowledges the unpredictable nature of life, signaling that he is willing to be your support system in moments of uncertainty. This can be particularly poignant for women who often juggle various roles and responsibilities, leading to feelings of overwhelm. Recognizing that someone genuinely cares can often provide a deeply comforting sense of security. Consider the various forms protectiveness can take. It might be a simple gesture, offering his jacket on a chilly evening, driving you to an important meeting, or actively listening when you express your concerns. Each instance reveals not only an instinctual desire to care for you, but also a reflection of his emotional engagement. In these moments, we can pause to ask, how does his protectiveness shape our bond? As we explore this topic further, it's important to reflect on your feelings toward his protective nature. Do you see it as an expression of love, or does it sometimes feel overwhelming? For many women, the presence of protectiveness offers a sense of comfort. It serves as a reminder that someone values your well-being and is willing to step outside themselves to uphold it. However, it's also vital to balance protectiveness with respect for autonomy, to understand that true support uplifts while allowing space for individual growth. Imagine attending a crowded event where you feel uncomfortable. How reassuring it can be to see him scanning the room, his protective stance signaling his commitment to your emotional and physical safety. It's perhaps in those moments of high energy where you truly feel his support. The question is, how often do we recognize and appreciate these gestures? When protectiveness emerges, allow yourself to lean into these moments. Reflect, how do they affect your sense of trust and affection? Consider discussing with your partner what protectiveness means to both of you, what it looks like, how it feels, and how it fosters your connection. If he's particularly protective, share your feelings about those actions, reinforcing that while you appreciate his desire to keep you safe, you also value your independence and ability to navigate challenges. As we ponder the touches of protectiveness, we can cultivate gratitude for the nuances they bring to our relationships. Every moment he steps in to support you becomes a thread woven into the fabric of your shared experiences, a library of actions that illustrate how deeply intertwined your lives have become. So, dear listeners, as we continue to explore the intricacies of love and connection, be open to the protectiveness your partner shows. It's a lens through which you can glimpse his commitment and affection, drawing you closer together in the beautiful dance of relationship. Next, we'll dive into a topic that further enriches our emotional landscape, our vulnerabilities, a gateway to his heart. Join us as we journey deeper into understanding how sharing vulnerabilities can pave the way for profound intimacy and connection. Stay tuned as we unfold this next layer of our relational tapestry. As we turn our attention to our next theme, let's explore the notion that vulnerabilities can serve as a gateway to your partner's heart. Have you ever found yourself hesitating to share your fears, insecurities, or even your dreams? There's a certain tenderness that emerges when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable and to share the aspects of ourselves that we often keep hidden, those bits that we think might expose our fragility. However, it's precisely in these moments of honesty that deeper emotional connections take root. Alan Watts famously stated that to be free is to be ourselves, and to be ourselves is to be in love. This speaks volumes about how vulnerability can be an invitation to love, not just for ourselves, but for those we encounter along our journeys. When you allow your partner to witness your authentic self, you're crafting an environment where love can flourish. Imagine Switzerland's majestic mountains, their beauty heightened by the rawness of their peaks. In the same way, your vulnerabilities add vibrancy and depth to your relationship. Reflect upon a time when you disclosed something personal. Maybe it was a worry about your career, a past hurt, or a dream that feels daunting. How did your partner respond? Often, sharing these inner thoughts can elicit a wave of empathy and understanding. Rather than seeing your vulnerabilities as weaknesses, consider how they have often met with kindness and compassion. It's as though unveiling parts of yourself invites your partner into a sacred space, and in turn can pave the way for him to reciprocate by opening up about his own insecurities. Ask yourself, how comfortable are you with revealing these parts of yourself? The act of sharing vulnerability can feel monumental, especially in a society that often glorifies strength over sensitivity. However, it's essential to remember that vulnerability is not synonymous with weakness. It's an expression of bravery and authenticity. Imagine the intimacy that can blossom when both you and your partner feel safe enough to share what dwells within your hearts. When you share your fears or dreams, you're offering a glimpse into your world. This act of openness can spark genuine conversations that strengthen your bond. Perhaps you might ask, what are the things that keep you awake at night? Or what dream have you always held close to your heart but never voiced out loud? Such inquiries can build bridges of trust between you, affirming that you're both allowed to be human, flawed, imperfect, yet resilient. Now, let's consider the reciprocal nature of vulnerability. When you share your fears, it naturally encourages your partner to step out of his comfort zone. Vulnerability is like a ripple in a pond. Once one person takes the plunge, it often incites the other to follow suit. What might this look like in practice? Imagine sharing a moment of fear about an upcoming event. In response, he might reveal his own apprehensions, igniting a deeper dialogue about how you both handle uncertainty. Vulnerability may also unlock pathways to deeper compassion and understanding. When you know your partner's struggles, you can offer support that truly meets his needs. This creates a cycle where intimacy breeds empathy and empathy fosters closeness. Each interaction becomes a celebration of mutual understanding, enriching the emotional landscape of your relationship. However, it's important to also tread carefully. Vulnerability should always be shared with the intent of trust. It's natural to reserve certain feelings until you feel safe enough to express them. Consider asking yourself, what makes me feel secure enough to share my heart? This self-awareness can help you navigate the delicate dance of vulnerability. As we embrace this concept, remember that vulnerability can be beautiful and transformative. In sharing your authentic selves, you weave a tapestry of intimacy that binds you closer together, fostering a safe haven in which your relationship can thrive. So, dear listeners, let's cherish the act of being vulnerable with our partners. It's in revealing our true selves that we can discover the richness of connection, intimacy, and understanding. Next, we'll explore a pivotal aspect of emotional intimacy. Why does acceptance matter? Join us as we uncover how acceptance deepens our relationships, allowing for the flourishing of authentic love. Stay with us as we venture into this profound territory together. As we explore our next theme, let's dive into the profound concept of acceptance and why it holds such a pivotal role in nurturing emotional intimacy within your relationship. Acceptance is not simply about tolerating each other's quirks or differences. It is about embracing one another wholly, imperfections, complexities, and all. Alan Watts often spoke of acceptance as a harmonious flow within oneself and the universe, suggesting that being truly engaged with one another means relinquishing the urge to change our partners into someone they are not. Think about the times when you felt completely accepted for who you are. Doesn't it feel like a soft, warm blanket wrapping around your heart? There's a sense of liberation in knowing that you can express your true self without the fear of judgment or rejection. Acceptance acts as a fertile soil for love to grow, allowing emotional bonds to deepen. When we allow ourselves to be fully seen and understood, we create a safe sanctuary where intimacy can flourish. Consider this. Have you ever caught yourself wishing your partner would change a habit or a particular trait? Perhaps you thought, if only he were more organized, or if he could express his feelings more openly. Now, pause and reflect. What if, instead of wishing for change, you chose to embrace him as he is? Imagine the freedom and connection that could be released when we let go of the urge to critique and instead embrace who he is, every quirk, flaw, and unique charm. Embracing acceptance can transform your relationship in beautiful ways. Picture a gentle stream flowing through a forest, sometimes turbulent, sometimes calm, yet consistently moving forward. Just as the stream flows, acceptance allows your relationship to navigate the natural ebbs and flows of life without getting stuck on the rocks of disagreement. This becomes especially important in times of stress, as the embrace of acceptance can lead to solutions instead of escalating tensions. A powerful starting point in cultivating this acceptance is to engage in open dialogues with your partner. How often do we assume that our partners know exactly what we're feeling? Yet clear communication paves the way for deeper understanding. Consider asking him, how do you feel about where we are in our relationship? Or what parts of yourself do you wish I would accept more? Such conversations can unravel layers of affection as you are both encouraged to share insights into your inner worlds. Acceptance also entails recognizing that your partner may have different coping mechanisms and emotional responses than you. One beautiful way to embrace acceptance is to become curious rather than critical. For example, if your partner tends to withdraw during stressful times instead of addressing issues head-on, try to ask, what can I do to support you during these times? This curious stance allows him to feel supported rather than judged, thus enhancing the emotional fabric of your relationship. It's equally important to remember that accepting your partner does not mean losing yourself in the process. Instead, it's about understanding that love thrives on acknowledging differences while still caring deeply for one another. You might reflect on this. What do I love about him that is different from me? Embracing these differences enriches your relationship with new perspectives and strengths. Acceptance is also about acknowledging your imperfections as well. If you've ever felt insufficient in responding to his needs or concerns, remember that you are human and growth happens in layers. As you cultivate acceptance for your own flaws, you'll find it easier to extend that same grace to your partner. How might this shift your dynamic for the better? Lastly, let's consider how acceptance can lead to space for growth, both individually and together. When we accept each other, we create an environment where both partners feel secure enough to explore new avenues in their lives. This might look like pursuing hobbies, venturing into new experiences, or simply exploring areas of personality and ambition that were perhaps previously uncomfortable. As we reflect on this idea, dear listeners, Let's hold together both the essence of acceptance and its power in our relationships. Remember that true intimacy cannot flourish in an environment of judgment. It thrives in acceptance, understanding, and unconditional love. Next, we'll uncover another integral piece of emotional intimacy as we explore the transformative power of how communication shapes connection. Join us as we learn how to articulate our needs and discover the beauty of listening. Let's journey deeper into understanding our relational dynamics as we unfold this next chapter together. As we transition to our next theme, let's immerse ourselves in the transformative power of communication and how it profoundly shapes our connections within relationships. Communication is more than just exchanging words. It's the art of engaging deeply with one another, a dance of understanding that requires both partners to step onto the floor together. Alan Watts often emphasized the importance of being present in our conversations, illustrating that true communication transcends the surface. It's about forming a genuine connection. Think back to a recent moment when you had an honest conversation with your partner. Did it feel easy? Did you feel genuinely heard? Effective communication can redefine how you relate to each other. It opens an emotional pathway where thoughts and feelings can flow freely, creating intimacy and enhancing your relationship's fabric. Yet, language can sometimes create barriers. Consider how easily misunderstandings arise from simple miscommunications. Instead of viewing these situations as setbacks, let's view them as opportunities for growth and deeper connection. The compelling question is, how can we turn these moments of friction into meaningful dialogues? At the core of effective communication lies active listening. This goes beyond merely hearing your partner. It's about fully engaging in their words and emotions. How often do you find yourself mentally preparing a response while he's speaking? True listening requires a pause, a moment of presence where you tune in to what he is really sharing with you. You could ask questions that deepen the conversation, such as, "Can you tell me more about how you feel?" Or offer affirmations like, "I understand and I'm here for you." These practices nourish the bond between you. Sharing your own needs is equally vital. It's common for women to hesitate to voice their desires out of fear of being perceived as demanding or burdensome. Yet, articulating what you need creates clarity and strengthens the relationship. A thought-provoking question to reflect on might be, what do I truly need from this conversation? When you express your needs openly, you empower both yourself and your partner to contribute to each other's happiness. To cultivate a safe communication environment, consider simple yet effective actions. Creating a distraction-free zone during discussions, turning off the TV, placing phones aside helps to foster sincere dialogue. Maintaining eye contact not only shows your partner that you are engaged, but also nurtures a deeper emotional connection. Moreover, let's not overlook the power of nonverbal cues. Your body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice can significantly influence how your message is received. When you speak, how aware are you of these nonverbal elements? They can enhance your meaning, or conversely, create confusion if not aligned with your words. Encouragement is another essential ingredient in nurturing effective communication. Celebrate when your partner opens up, acknowledging his efforts to be vulnerable. This validation not only reinforces trust, but also inspires him to engage more fully in sharing. Reflect on how uplifting it feels to receive encouragement in return. This can create a beautiful cycle where both partners feel safe and motivated to express themselves. As we navigate the journey of communication, remember that it is ever evolving, much like the relationships we share. Embrace this journey, acknowledging that it's natural to stumble from time to time. Every meaningful conversation holds the potential to deepen your connection, adding rich layers to your shared experience as partners. Finally, dear listeners, Consider that each dialogue you engage in is an opportunity to understand each other more deeply. Let's cherish those moments that may feel challenging, as they often lead to the greatest growth. As we prepare to wrap up this exploration of emotional intimacy, let's seamlessly transition to our next theme, the importance of forgiveness and love. Together, we will explore how forgiveness acts as a healing balm for emotional wounds, nurturing resilience and strength in our relationships. Stay with us as we delve into this essential aspect of love and connection. As we step into our final theme, let's explore the importance of forgiveness in love. In many ways, forgiveness is the heart of emotional intimacy. It serves as a healing balm for the wounds we inevitably encounter in our relationships. Alan Watts beautifully conveyed that life is about accepting imperfections, both in ourselves and others. Without forgiveness, we risk allowing bitterness and resentment to take root, which can silently erode the very foundation of love we've built. Think about your relationship for a moment. There may have been times when misunderstandings or hurtful words caused pain. These moments, while challenging, offer a profound opportunity for growth and understanding. Reflecting on the concept of forgiveness, you might ask, what do I need to let go of in order to foster a healthier bond? Forgiveness doesn't entail ignoring the hurt or pretending that it didn't happen. Instead, it's about acknowledging the pain and deciding to move forward in kindness. This decision can feel daunting, especially when we've been deeply wounded. Yet, consider this. Holding on to anger and resentment acts like a weight we carry. It's exhausting and draining. What if you gave yourself the gift of letting go, even if just a little at a time? In a practical sense, forgiveness can start with personal reflection. Perhaps set aside some time to breathe deeply and think about the emotions involved in your situation. What are you truly feeling? Is it grief, disappointment, or frustration? Naming these emotions can help you process them and begin the journey towards forgiving. One of the most essential steps in forgiveness is empathy. Try to put yourself in your partner's shoes. What might have motivated his actions? Often, we make choices based on our own fears and insecurities rather than a desire to hurt others. When you extend empathy, you open a door to understanding and compassion, which is a significant cornerstone of forgiveness. You may even ask yourself, how can I view this situation through a lens of compassion? Another vital element is the power of vocalizing forgiveness. Expressing to your partner that you forgive him can be a transformative act. It may feel intimidating, but words have an incredible capacity to heal. You might say, I'm ready to let go of the pain I've been carrying, or I understand and I forgive you. Such declarations not only lift a burden from your own heart, but help your partner feel reconciled and valued. At times, forgiveness does take time. It's not always a quick fix. Each person processes emotions differently, and that's perfectly okay. Give yourself grace and the time you need to heal. Ask yourself, what small steps can I take today toward forgiveness? It could be as simple as journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or even seeking professional guidance if needed. As we think about forgiveness, let's also consider the role it plays in creating a safe space in your relationship. When you and your partner can express and forgive your imperfections, you establish a culture of trust. This atmosphere encourages vulnerability, allowing both partners to share not just their triumphs, but their shortcomings. You create planting grounds for deeper conversations that can help resolve ongoing issues. Moreover, it's essential to remember that forgiving does not mean forgetting. You can forgive and still learn from the experience. Healthy relationships grow from lessons learned within those moments of challenge. Ask yourself, what have I gained from this situation? How can it lead us towards stronger intimacy? Lastly, embracing forgiveness invites renewal. It allows love to flow freely again, fostering a deeper, more resilient bond. Picture a tree shedding its leaves in preparation for spring. Just as the leaves must fall to make way for new growth, forgiveness clears the way for fresh beginnings in your relationship. As we come to a close, dear listeners, let's reflect on the remarkable power of forgiveness. It can heal us and create a more profound emotional intimacy, allowing us to love more fully and authentically. Releasing past hurts and nurturing the present will enable us to blossom into stronger partners, cultivating a relationship that can weather any storm. Thank you for joining this journey towards deeper connection through acceptance, communication, and forgiveness. Together, may we embrace the fullness of love in all its complexities and beautiful moments. If you found value in today's discussion, please consider subscribing to our channel for more insights on nurturing love and emotional intimacy. Remember, love is a conscious choice each day. Let's choose it together.